mantenga las manos, brazos, pies y piernas dentro del vehículo. Cuide a sus niños. Gracias. Hello everyone, and welcome to Kilimanjaro Safari. Before you begin your trip, you should know that the unpaved roads of the Harambe Wildlife Reserve
Papi, déjala a mamá subir última.
¿No querés sacar foto? No. Qué ruidito que hace. Sí.
Salvador Ian, slip of mountains.
How are you?
Can't talk. Chapo, hello.
How are you?
Good luck. Sante Sada Warden. Twende means let's go. Jambo everyone, my name is Phil. I will be your guide out here on the Harambe Wildlife Reserve this evening. This is a photo safari. More like to take pictures, videos, anything like that, but it is night and we don't want to scare animals, so we do need all the flashlights, external video lights, any lights of any kind. I guess flashlights need to be off. That is for our safety, the safety of the animals, and the courtesy of just everyone on board. Yeah, more than welcome to take pictures, and we do have some lights out there, as well as flashlights, or I'm sorry, headlights on the truck, and some lighting out there. In general, out there, so should see animals. Now, often though, as it does get darker, we want to keep the volume to a minimum on the truck because we will hear vocalizations of animals. We'll hear them moving, maybe walking through the brush or something like that. So if we keep the volume to a minimum, it might help us find animals. We don't want to call out to the animals, yell or whistle, snap fingers, things like that can scare them. We don't want to do that. They are real wild animals. They aren't trained or pets or animatronics, anything like that. We're just now waiting for final clearance before we can enter the reserve. Our first stop will be in the Little Laturi Forest. Now, a lot of the forest animals will use their natural markings, their camouflage, to hide from predators, especially during the day. At night, that means they will be more active. A lot of times during the day, nocturnal, and then at night, moving to find food, water, shelter, safety, things like that. And even when they are asleep or sleeping at night, they will sleep in shifts, so they are always alert. So hopefully all of those things contribute to our finding some animals as we make our way through the forest here. Out in the distance there, you kind of look straight in that light, there is an okapi. It'll be very hard to see from here, but they actually have stripes on their legs like a zebra. But they are the only living relative of the giraffe. Male okapi have ossicones, which are the little false horns that giraffes have. They have the same number of vertebrae in their neck as a giraffe, and they have prehensile tongues like giraffe, meaning they're able to use their long tongue to grab onto things like their food. So that's what we see out there in the distance. The okapi are actually very shy and reclusive, so they were believed to be a myth by the Western world up until 1901. That was actually the first time any Westerners saw an okapi. There's some movement over on our left, down near the water. Way out there in the distance, there's a female greater kudu. You can see walking through the light there. Now the female greater kudu do not have horns, males do. They kind of spiral 2.5 to 3 times, 6 feet up in the air. Massive horns. There's actually a second, a little bit kind of straight up instead of diagonally out to the left. But they kind of do look like deer. The females. Females live in small herds of 3 to 10, while males live alone. Of course, darkness and just how far away from us they made them a little hard to see, but a few female greater kudu back there. We'll continue our adventure in the forest here, heading down into the Safi River. The river animals like crocodiles and hippos can be hard to find because they're submerged underwater, stay under for quite a while. I do see, I think something, might be a hippo sticking up on the right. Near those 2 logs, there is a hippo underwater there. Hippos are very large. They weigh about 5,500 pounds. A group is known as a bloat. So what we see right there is actually just, looks like the eyes, maybe ears, and a little bit of the head of a hippo. See if there's actually a few more. You can see more of them over there to the left. More of their back is exposed. Please keep the volume to a minimum. Now, hippos are they're herbivores. They'll come out at night and graze along the banks of the river for their food because they're nocturnal and they sleep during the day. They can hold their breath underwater for about 8 minutes at a time. Now, they are one of the most dangerous animals in the world. They have massive, sharp teeth. They have a very powerful jaw, lots of muscles, and they're very, very territorial. You do not want to enter the waters of a hippo, especially not a bloat like we saw there. We're about to go over a bridge, so make sure you stay seated. To the left, I see Nile crocodile. Nile crocodile reach 16 feet in length on average and can weigh about 500 pounds. They're known for their extremely powerful bite, which is about 2,000 pounds per square inch of force, which is enough to crush the bones of their prey. Now the Nile crocodile are a cold-blooded animal, and they have no sweat glands or any way to sweat, so they cool down by opening their mouth. They breathe heat that way. And actually, you can think of it kind of like your dog at home. That'd be another example. Domestic dogs don't have sweat glands, so they pant. It's basically the same thing. Now we're heading down into the savannah. The savannah will stretch for hundreds of miles, and it's home to a lot of the most famous African animals, like giraffes, lions, hyenas. You should see a few of those animals as we make our way down the savannah. Straight ahead right now, there's an Ankole cattle kind of next to this truck. The Ankole are the only domesticated animal in the reserve. They are sometimes referred to as Watusi cattle because they were first domesticated by the Watusi people. Now, the horns of the Ankole, you should see them right there. They can reach about 4 feet long and 20 inches in diameter at their base. They have a hollow honeycomb structure on the inside that makes them very light and helps to keep them cool as well, with a lot of blood vessels that are in their horns. Now, the Ankole are currently still being domesticated, but now by the Maasai people. They'll take great care to protect their herds, but it can be difficult at night. So they will bring them into circular pens made of thorny brush called boma or manyata. That's pretty good at keeping predators at bay. They are bovines. They are cows basically. They are relatives of other cattle like longhorns. They actually are very similar to them. On top of that little kind of cave there to the left, looks like there's a spotted hyena. Just see a little bit of its head. Hyenas are not a dog or cat, they're in their own family, Hyenidae. They're female dominant class structure, meaning the lowest ranked female will be higher ranked than the highest male. And they are commonly believed incorrectly to be exclusively scavengers, but spotted hyena will sometimes hunt for their own food. They have a powerful bite that can bite through bone and digest bone marrow, which is relatively unique. Not a lot of animals can do that. And it looks like we can get pretty close to some white-bearded wildebeest here in just a minute as well. Now, wildebeest are actually an antelope. They're just fairly unique looking with that long nose they have. The white-bearded wildebeest in the reserve here are the more common wildebeest. Wildebeest will migrate every single year, up to about 1,000 miles, and there can be up to about 1.5 million of them, so it's massive migrations. They will sleep at night very close together and in rows. Being close together, a lot of them, gives them safety in numbers. Laying in rows gives them the ability to run away from predators without running into each other, so that's extremely helpful. So you'll see the wildebeest right here to our right and left, as well as some Ankole cattle. Now, currently coming up on our left, you'll see there's a female Patterson's eland, and then I see two babies there as well. Now,